remember that the place that you're going to get the most engagement and interaction and where you want to direct people so that you have control of the message is your website.
Okay, our last question for today comes from Clarissa. Clarissa, she's out in Portland, Oregon. She works at an accounting firm, and she says, what can we do to promote a new office opening up soon? So apparently they've got one opening up a new office there. So anticipation of that opening up. What are some things maybe, weeks or a couple of months prior to the grand opening? What can they do to kind of get the word out and start promoting the new location?
Yeah, good question. I wrote down 7 different things that come up to the top of my mind. It is not an exhaustive list.
Sure, I'm sure.
Just the 7 things that came to my mind at first. The very first thing that I would do is remember that the place that you're going to get the most engagement and interaction and where you want to direct people so that you have control of the message is your website. So first thing is update your website with information, pictures, videos, writing about the area or what makes this such a great location or addition to the locations you offer, et cetera, et cetera. So updating the website, number 1. Number 2 is I would update or add a new location in Google My Business.
Okay.
Your Google My Business profile, if you don't know, is what controls the Google Maps listings. And for someone who's looking for a local business, it's about 84% of people will use the local listings above the organic when they're looking for a local place, such as an accountant perhaps. Mm-hmm. So that's what I would do. Again, we talked about this before, but most people don't fill out the Google My Business profile to completion. So just make sure that anywhere that there is a space to put info,
fill it out.
You do it. Yep, very, very important. And it's okay to go into depth and into detail. Don't be lazy on it. It pays big dividends, so it's worth the attention. So number 2 is add your profile or information to Google My Business. Number 3 I wrote down is if you're not taking advantage of search marketing, you should be. Meaning, if you're not actively working on writing content, building links, updating your information in various other directories. SEO and pay-per-click. Pay-per-click is part of search marketing. If you're not actively doing on that, that's an easy way to get attention for a new location. Number 4 is, and I know that in the past, and I'm talking years ago, directories were super hot, right? And then Google came in and said, if you're only doing that, it's not so hot. And it's been, kind of quiet on that front for years. I will tell you that we are very successful with directory listings today. Now, it is not the only thing we do for link building by far, but it is a very good tactic again. And because people don't overuse or do it excessively, Google has given a little more credibility back to it, especially depending on the places that you're listed. But if you want to know a good place, check out Moz Local, check out Yext, check out Bright Local. There's White Spark. These guys all help you get good local citations in lots of different directories, worth the money for your new location. Okay. 5th is add your location to your social media profile and then announce it. Put it in front of your audience. Highlight, maybe when it's going to open, or maybe it's a good time to say, here are the new employees that are going to be staffing this new location, or maybe you have an event, an open house or something. Talk about it. But you've got an audience on social media, so use it. Social media ads to tell people about the exciting news you have. Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, fantastic places to run ads. And then lastly, if you have some kind of an email base or an audience, send them an email. Let them know it's opening.
Absolutely.
So, email campaigns work really well. Don't forget an email campaign to invite them to check it out. Give them a call to action. And email is also a great place to announce, updates like I just said just a second ago, whether it's employees or something special about the new location or that you have some event coming up. Email is a great way to notify people with that. And to give a little piece on video, I read that 56% of emails have a 56% better open rate when the word video is used in the subject line.
Oh, okay.
Take it for what it's worth. I didn't get the stat. I just saw it. I thought it was cool.
Well, I think it's one of those things when you're opening up a new location. I think it's one of those things that you've got to be pretty intentional about.
Yes.
Like put together a bit of a plan, a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day plan prior to, and you've listed out a number of good things. Like say, we're going to focus on this thing this week. Next week we're going to do this thing. And this week we're going to do this thing. So kind of put together an agenda, a little bit of a plan, stay consistent with it. Right, and it doesn't hurt to do some promotions, special kind of giveaways or promotions or other things to get people to come in, build up that anticipation weeks and months prior to, so that everybody gets super pumped and jazzed. So that's awesome.